guess, yeah, okay. Let me think about that. Hardest part about being a VTuber and the best part about being a VTuber. More or less, I think I got you. So, I think I got you. Story time. Uh, the hardest thing about being a VTuber, especially in my case, is that throughout the year that I've done this, my head really do like to compare to others. And it's a common thing amongst a lot of just content creators in general. Whereas once you do that comparison and you get into your own head, you get discouraged of doing more things yourself or feeling like, oh, I'm unoriginal, I'm uninspired, or I'm not gonna be this guy, that guy, or genuinely like, oh, I won't be as big as X, Y, or Z. And it sometimes it gets to the best of us and it gets really, really discouraging. The other thing about just hard stuff as being a VTuber is, well, other than the feeling, that inadequate feeling, there can also be a bit of an imposter syndrome because some people would be like, well, do they like me for me or do they like me for the character that I play? I don't run into the issue of do they like me for the character that I play because, as I've explained, this is the me that I want to be. You're still literally just getting me, except with a VTuber model. Like, you could literally watch any of my um, older streams on YouTube that I may have posted, and it's like, nope, this is the same motherfucker. It's like he's still yelling, he's still probably down bad for someone, and he's probably still really into women and playing fighting games and do stuff. But the whole comparison thing would be technically the second hardest thing for me. I look at those that have made it, and I should probably turn on some. Nah, we won't turn on music for this. But I've looked at some folks that made it, and there's been times where I gone, "Oh, I'm just a 2.0," and I never said that on stream, but it's literally, man, I am just a 2.0 of this person, that person, other. But uh, shit, if I'm a second edition, I just gotta do my thing and have a good time. And it's still an ebb and flow. So that's what leads into the hardest part of me being a VTuber. And the best part though is seeing everyone's creativity, seeing everyone's shut up, seeing everyone's creativity, seeing everyone's love and passion, or just the way that they're able to express themselves. Seeing a couple of my trans friends actually, getting into VTubing, can feel a little more comfortable in their skin. Just all of that, all of those factors are really, really important. Um, some of the best things for me is just being able to see others happy, and in my own weird way, being able to make others just a little more comfortable with this life because shit's hard. Shit will never stop being hard, and all we can do is not be as hard as on ourselves. And those are words that's advice that I always have to try and take for myself because, as I've stated more often than not, I'm my own worst enemy, and I'm always gonna be my biggest opponent. Like I always say, hey, I beat myself when I play in tournaments and stuff, and there's layers to that statement, but still, there's also other layers that we can't get into. But still, it's just it's just always trying to find the other side and the bright side of things. As someone who's naturally negative, it is very, very tough. But I think I do good. I think I do good during streams. So the roughest side is feeling like, and I guess it's okay that say who I guess I compare myself to the most, but yeah, I do feel like a 2.0 of my own inspiration. But God damn it, I like them so much. They're so they're relatable on every level, and just the interests that they have are, they line up a few too many times. Because when one time I like, they mentioned Joseph on deck one time, and I was just like, no one talks about him anymore. He kind of unfortunately faded away, and he rapped really good shit. He was supposed to be one of the, you know, the roughest, toughest otaku rappers, or ones that rap about waifus and what have you. So I I'm enamored with this person, but I still hate that I compare myself to them as well. Um, but even with that kind of negative, the positives that I do have from just VTubing in general, the friends I've made, the Star Cipher that is currently here today, um, I I really hate that I have to spend more time doing schoolwork, or having to just bust, basically bust my ass for actual life. But I do need to have that ability to, be okay. I'm not of the mind that I'm going to be, the next big thing, or I'm not of the mind that it's like, yeah, I'm gonna blow up. That's not, that's strangely enough, that wasn't why I started. But why I started was, an aspiration to at least maybe make Hololive someday. Like I could jive with it when I first started, but now that time has gone by and I've learned a lot more, I'm just I'm happy with just being independent, because I'm happy with just trying to continue to make myself be my best self, or continue to craft myself into my best self. And if along the way, if I can make it onto that stage that I first set out to stand on, bitches, that's not so much as a goal for me anymore. And if it does happen, hey, that's cool. I'm just happy to be here and be able to talk with you guys. Because if not, oh man, like I do think about, what if I did make it? What if I got too fucking big? Could I still be the same me? And I made a song. Could I still be the me that I see in my dreams? But would I still be the same me? Say if they gave me that opportunity and put me on like that. And if not, how could I possibly, at least subtly, nod to you guys like, hey, the reason I'm here is y'all. Y'all kept me going. Not so much as I'm talented, or not so much as, damn, son, you really made this yourself. Or no, no, it's just it's just been the Star Cipher the whole time. So yeah, it's gonna feel real disappointing. Like if I ever do have to like stop VTubing and stuff, or because I already hate that technically I can only really stream like 1 day a week, and even that is stretching it, because holy shit, I have so much stuff I'm gonna have to do. But but we're we're fine. We're chilling. So as to not drag on the story time any longer, I compare myself too much, but I've slowly stopped caring as much. Like I'll still compare myself, like, damn, that's real cool, but I'm okay now. And if not for the Star Cipher, you know, If not for the Star Cipher, I'd be slightly worse for wear, not as great. I'm gonna read the stuff back. Oh yeah, doggo, don't use the at if you're trying to hug. And also stream elements may be a bit slow to the punch. Because there was some stuff that was said. I'm starting to think Flame told you to say that. No, Color. I remember your passion for the game, and I'm like, yeah, that's a jab. I like Kira for Kira. Kira cool beans. A little too down bad. Yeah, Color has seen me. Oh yeah, that reminds me. For Kuan Ichinose, you know, she's gonna be at Comic Con. Um, and I was she's the voice of Jolene as well, and I am looking forward to it. It's gonna be like, yo, I fucking love your Kuan Ichinose. Like everyone's gonna be there for the Jolene role. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm here for the Kuan Ichinose. But that's a different story. I'm your personal cheerleader. If I could blush, I would be right now, doggo. Sorry, I had to. Continue. If you got big, I'd still be here to support you, you bean. Oh, cool. Yeah, you got the hug right. Hug homies. Gives the homies a hug. Got him. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, I wouldn't have thought to do that. That's fucking great there, Flame. God damn. Sometimes you gotta hug the homies. Kissing them goodnight isn't enough. Hugging the homies definitely work. Oh gosh.